Hello everybody and welcome back to another stream and another set of rewards, which at one point was looking pretty rough. I I was up until about 4 a.m. last night because I was um I had a D&D system that overran, and I ended up doing a bunch of stuff and didn't even realize what time it was. Which then meant when I came in to come do my champs game, like towards the last and it got to the last 5 games, they became like six or so games. I was shattered, and I thought I sort of fucked the week really because I was at one point I was 5-4 and then lost 3 in a row to go 5-7, and I was like, oh god, just get me one more win, please. Don't end on 5. Thankfully, I managed to go on a really good. I managed to win the last 3 games to somehow still salvage the 8 and get the same rewards as I did last week. It'd be nice to eventually get to 9, but just to salvage 8, I'm more than happy with. Once again, I did a similar thing to what I did last time, where because the market is once again just shit the brick, I went and bought some players. But not only that, as you can see, one of those players that is new isn't tradable. So while I was on my break at work, I saw someone put on Twitter about getting a 1 coin Energizer pack, and I was like, or 10 coin Energizer pack. So I went over and opened it. I was like, I didn't get anything good. And then I then saw that there was a 10 coin, a 10,000 coin player pick, also in the for you pick. It was like an 82 plus player pick. I was like, it's 10k. Fuck it, let's just open it. And then Van Dijk popped up, and I'm like, okay, that'll work. So yeah, Van Dijk. Yeah. For champ, I did go out and buy both Isaac and Alisson because at the moment I haven't got a goalkeeper really, and obviously Isaac is an upgrade on Ekitike. Ekitike's does a decent job, but Isaac is just levels above in that category, and obviously part again because of how much the market has crashed. I was like, yeah, why not? Let's just go buy them because they will help me get good reward, and they did. So I'll look to sell them overnight again tonight for sort of either basically a net well basically balance it off because I managed to pick up Elac for 44 when his price actually was about 47, 48. So I managed to get a nice little snipe on him. So by the time I actually sell him, I'll probably basically break even. Now, there's a chance I maybe make a little bit extra, which would be nice. I'm not really expecting that. Just having a look now. Yeah, so right now his price has risen to 50, so I can sell him quite now comfortably for a nice little profit. So that's gone well, and I'll say there's another thing where I bought Alisson for a couple, sort of 3-4k cheaper than what he was going for, and I will look to sell both of them overnight. So this is how the team is looking. Because of how badly I was doing it, and I wanted to get a good reward, I did actually use 2 of my loans that I've still got just to help me get over the line. Not that I think that like Konate is that much better than Merlo, but it just helped me a little bit with. I just think he's slightly better, obviously, but bit not as pacey, but obviously a bit more a little bit more defensive attributes. And obviously Ryan is definitely an upgrade on Endo. So this is what I've got right now. Obviously, to be fair, even Neuer I'm going to look to sell. I meant to sell earlier and I just forgot. But like you got Oblak, but obviously Oblak is going to go into that hero thing. So I haven't actually really got a goalkeeper right now. Yeah, the team done me well. Like as you can see from like this gully, like the left and right midfielders like, don't really get a huge amount of work, and that then sort of amplified when I switched to the winger formation. Most of my goals come through the middle, and these sort of the left and right cams or wingers basically just sort of do the supporting role, which is why a lot of them haven't got anything. I really enjoy playing with Darun. I play with him a lot. He's very much. I often throw in Darun for Endo just because he's a much better he's much better defensively. Really good. It's obviously I could in theory play him because of the fact he's Dutch, and I don't lose that much chemistry. So there is a world where I might do that, but right now I'm happy enough playing it, starting Endo and then bringing on Darun later on. But yeah, we're still working on our Evos. So where are we up to? So we've now put Cooper into Reflect Deflector. Having got him the upgrade on the positioning. I will also put Hazard into that because I can put 2 goalkeepers into both of them. So that's fine. Obviously that. So this is going to be where I put Tolai into the backline glow. Initially when I saw this, I thought it's going to be Gomez, because like Gomez come out really nice and looks like a really good card. But actually, what I ended up, after doing a bit of digging, I looked and realised that because of like how it's done, because obviously Gomez has already got pretty good defending. He only gets like +5 out of the 15. So like while he gets like a lot of the other good stats, like a nice increase in pace, a nice increase in here or there, he actually doesn't get a lot of the boost. Actually, something that works better for it, which I initially sort of dismissed him because obviously this boost gives him like +10 pace, and the person I thought about already has pretty high pace. But that person is Weirdo. So he's already got something on pace. Well, it feels a bit of a waste that, but actually, when you actually put him in, his card becomes really nice. Now, if he doesn't get the full, he gets the full boost of defending, but doesn't go up to the cap. So I could, in theory, get slightly more defending. But what's nice about him, because he already had good physical, he actually ended up basically with the same he ended up with the same passing and better physical than Gomez. The only thing that Gomez has over this Weirdy card is a bit more defending, but also he only becomes a 72 rated, which this card for a 72 rated is unbelievable. So I'm not gonna do it right now, but because I'm gonna see if there's any other upgrades that I can maybe do before I put him into this. But I think it's gonna be Brendan Weirdy that I do on this, and he's gonna be unbelievable. Especially that I can use him in the Silver Cup, so this is gonna be a really nice card for him. I haven't worked out exactly who I'm doing the new one, which is the midfield Spark. Now, annoyingly, when I first saw this, I thought Finadaz. But because he's got too many, play styles, he doesn't fit, which is a little bit annoying. But it's not the end of the world. I haven't looked at exactly who I'm doing yet, but my initial thoughts are gonna be Adam Randall. Again, for a 75 rated card, that's really nice. 80 pace, 81 passing, 76 dribbling, like just an all-round really good card. I'm gonna have a little look later on and decide. Again, I'm not in any rush to get these cards done right now, so I'm happy to give it a couple of days to see if any other Evos come out that actually work better, and you can chain them into. Yeah, there's actually some nice Evos that have, after all, they started off a little bit weak with the Evos, but they managed to pull out 2 really nice ones back to back, which is really nice. So we are making progress there. Objective, what have we got here? So we've got our 13 in Be a Champion, which is fantastic. So we've got that little badge thing that we can add to somebody. I don't know exactly who I'm going to add to it yet. You probably would have also seen that I have put the gold embellishment onto Van Dijk. Obviously, not unbelievable. As a gold card, he's not going to get upgrade for a while, so that's absolutely fine. So we have started making a little bit of progress on Paredes. So he's assist 2 more with Serie A and then play and score more Argentinian, which having Messi will make that fairly easy. So that's not going to be an issue there. And we've also started work on this one already. Win the 4 rivals title champs. So again, this one needs Serie A. So having a bit of a Serie A team and Argentinian actually isn't too bad. So I'm going to probably look to work on that. So that's them. We've also got some Jesus Christ, we've got 16. Okay, there's been a lot of SP that EA have released this last week. So we've got a bunch more stuff that we can claim. So let's go and do that. Let's go claim all of it. So you got some manager stuff, some club stuff, club XP, that's nice, a pack there, Shadow Striker Plus, Evo. I'm gonna potentially, I haven't decided that I'm putting that on. There's a chance I put that on somebody like Ekitike possibly. You got another pack, a couple more packs. Riviere and Charles again, not cards that are gonna be that will likely get used a lot. They'll probably get used in Gauntlet. Goalkeeper booth, which is nice. Another pack. Player pick. We get Wanyeri. Not cards that I'm gonna like go crazy over. I've already got a lot of right wingers. I've got Kudos. I've got Pepe. He might be a better option. I'm not sure. But you know, again, with Gauntlet coming up, with Gauntlet being this starting tomorrow, will be a very useful card in Gauntlet. So what are we getting close to? So we've got the Wanyeri. So we're 27. So we're not that far away from getting Quansah. After that, for me, Quansah is going to be a massive player for me, both obviously the ex-Liverpool, but also an English Bundesliga. So he will just naturally slot in at left-hand centre-back. And will be the replacement for Murillo. So it could end up being Quansah and Van Dijk as the partnership. So that's going to be a nice little... That's going to be very nice. Once we get that. And obviously, from, you know, I am running a Bundesliga side. That's lovely. Right, let's do the player pick. See if we can get anything particularly nice from it. 83... 84, 87, that's more like it. Not going to be, wouldn't be a card I would ever use, but as a fodder card for the hero, that is very useful. That is very useful. Other thing we need to go claim as well is squad battles. The squad battles are becoming harder and harder, which is what I kind of expected. So when I left it last night, the Elite 1 points were up to 33,000. Annoyingly, I think I've just missed out on Elite 2, and I think I've only got Elite 3 this week. The biggest issue I had this week, obviously, points in general are going up anyway, but I think in all 4 of my refreshes, normally you have like 2 easy squad, 2 hard squads. In this set of game I had, it was 3 and 1, so I had 3 hard teams, like 3 teams all way 84 plus a good chem, which made it incredibly difficult. So and in a number of those world class games that I was doing with it, I wasn't getting the 5 goals, and I was also conceding, so I was only getting like 1,800 points. Now, if that continues, what I might end up doing is still do the really easy squad, like the really shit squad with low chem on yeah, we got Elite 3. Elite 3 is still good. You still get some good stuff in there, just not quite to the same level. Yes, this is the sort of thing that I've been getting, like one really shit squad, and then like an 85 rated squad with full chem, an 84 rated squad with basically full chem, and an 88. And I just wasn't able to get those like 5-0 like full point wins. on world class. Now, against this sort of squad, doing legendary is going to be fine and no issue. Then we're going to get sort of 2,500 points, no problem. But with how all the points are going up and up now, I think I'm at a point where I'm going to, at least with the anything sort of 84, 85 and above, I'm just going to stick on professional and just get, because I can get quite comfortably, I can get the 5-0 quite comfortably on legendary, on professional, even against the top squad. And that will mean I get a guaranteed 12 to 1,300 points. Whereas on world class, sometimes I can get 900, I can get 900, but then sometimes I'm like, I'm winning the game 3-2 and I'm only getting like 15, and that's like, for the extra stress that I'm having to do, I'm not actually really gaining much. Like, I can still comfortably get Gold 1, Elite 3 doing professional on these sort of squads, and also have a lot easier and less stressful time playing squad battles. So that's what I'm going to probably start doing. It was nice getting Elite 1s, but I think those days are gone. The point total is just too high. So that is going to be what I'm going to be doing. And I mean, it's going to be not as good a reward, but it will still be good rewards, but also a lot easier games, and also mean I can do a lot more objectives while playing them. Hey, Wolfie. Yeah, I'm all good, all good. Just about to open my squad battles and rifle rewards. I've got a few other various packs throughout. I'm hoping we can get slightly better than our rivals reward, because they were pretty shocking. They were pretty shocking. That could be the 83, that Jill, was that her name? Yeah. Okay, not terrible. Start off with, again, anything over 82, I'm happy with. Good fodder. That's all we're looking for, really, is good fodder. We want to get that hero pack done. But obviously, anything with the amount, I finished Elite 3 in squad battles. Like, as expected, the point total for Elite squad battles are just going higher and higher. And it's like, I managed to get Elite 1 for the first 2 weeks, and then I've sort of dropped in the last couple of weeks. I've dropped down to Elite 2 and then Elite 3 this week. But it's just like, you still get good rewards. Just I don't really need the stress of having to grind like crazy just to get Elite 3 rewards. Elite 1 rewards. It's not worth it for how much like stress some of those games are. I had to wake up at 7 AM to beat the team of the week and promo on Team 103 to get 200 points. Nice. Like the point total is getting nuts right now. But like as I was saying, my refreshes this week were horrible. Like normally you get 2 easy scored 2 hard. In every single refresh I was getting this week, I had 3 hard, like 3 like 84, 85 rated team with full cam, and I was like, oh god, this is just not what I need right now. It was brutal. So I think from next week I'm going to take it a little bit more casual. I'll still do like the legend, like I'll still do the legendary on the really easy team, because I can get 2,500 points quite comfortably. But I'm not going to stress myself trying to do world class against those harder teams. I'm just going to stick up legendary, get the 1,200 points, and just be done with it. It's not worth the stress of having to try and play against like full chem icon teams against world class. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. Right, come on. Hey, Josh. At Laporte, what rating is he now? 82. I thought he got a bit more of a downgrade on that. And then Munoz. I got untradeable Diani for my 84 times 4. Hell yeah, that's lovely. That is beautiful. Yeah, my luck from my reward hasn't been great, but I was very fortunate that somebody on Twitter mentioned about I think I got the 10 coin Energizer pack in your for you section. And I was like, oh, I'll go open that. I didn't, and I was like, oh, I didn't get anything from it. And I then noticed that there was a 10 coin, 82 plus player pick thing, also in the few pit, and I was like, ah, it's 10k coins, whatever. I'll just have a bit. I'll just do it for the sake of it, and got my night from it. So that has very much saved my last week in terms of pack pool, because it's been pretty dire. It's been pretty dire up until that point. Done the Highlands PC. Wow, you done the Highlands PC fairs. Oh, I can imagine that Harlem is disgusting. I can imagine. Unsurprisingly, I won't be doing that. I haven't got the fodder. Like my reward, when I was streamed on Thursday, I was meant to open my rival rewards, and from that finish off do the hero, the second hero FPC. I got so bad. I got such bad pack pulls from that. I generally couldn't do the hero. It was awful. It was so bad. So I'm glad to do it today instead. Like, it was generally awful. And it's not started off much better today, but we are still opening only the low end stuff, so I'm hoping it will pick up. Oh, come on. I just want to see that war kite, you know? What formation are you liking on this game? So right now I'm playing with the 4-2-3-1 narrow. So the two, so 3 cams. I do have the 4-2-3-1 wide, the one for wingers as like an alternate, because like I've got a load of wingers that I often bring off the bench. But for me, I like that tiki-taka style of play. Luckily, when you have something like Iniesta, it just really suits his play style. So this is how I've been running the team. But also again, like, because when you've got like the likes of Gulli as wingers and like the likes of Pepe and stuff, I do have a wide formation, but basically the wide variation of this as a alternate to finish off games. But I just really like narrow formations, and I'm really glad that they brought it back. I did try the 4-2-2, but I sometimes found that the 2 strikers weren't like in the right areas for me, so like I couldn't do those. I couldn't make those triangles properly with the striker. So I just think I prefer this. But what obviously helped me, obviously like Ekitike, had Cam as an option, but I also then gave him the I can't remember what the Evo was, but it was either gave him Cam Playmaker, so it means that at some point, if I eventually hopefully pack Isaac, it can allow me to like mix things up a little bit and like play, but go, you know, like Ekitike to Cam quite comfortably. But at the moment, that isn't the case, but they've effectively all 3 of the, like, same thing with Mamushi striker Cam, so you can sort of switch and swap up around quite comfortably. I really like it. One of those, like, obviously, I'm not somebody that crosses the ball a lot. I probably sometimes do. I should maybe do it a little bit more often than I do. But obviously, like, the one thing I do find a little bit with the formation is that the left and right cams don't get that involved in the play. Like, they're a lot of the time it's the case of like they make the space, like I then pass it back to Iniesta, who then finds the striker. So like, in terms of like, as you can see from the stats, that they haven't got like crazy returns. But then, like, when you look at Iniesta, who is like the central cam, he's just been unbelievable. Like, he is the figurehead of this team quite comfortably. And obviously a similar sort of thing with Ekitike. Like, it does run through these two. Now, if I was to say pack a huge right winger, if I was to pack Salah, would I switch back to the wing version of this? Probably. But what's nice is I have the flexibility that I can play both effectively. This formation isn't that different. It doesn't play that different to go to my tactics. Hang on. I need a goalkeeper. We'll just throw Oblak in there right now. This formation doesn't play that differently to this one. It just means that effectively, rather than having Can, I have wingers. Well, I tend to find that this one quite so it's like if I did pack a huge winger, I would switch back to this, and I have no issue with that. Because I actually started with this formation because when I first started packing stuff, I packed Barcola, I had Rashford, I had that FPC Pepe, so like I had some really big wingers. But then obviously when I then started doing the Szoboszlai, Eva, and then also packed Marmoush. It was at one point Chukwuemeka in there instead of Marmoush. I was able to switch back to the Cam formation because actually they became better players. So right now it's this formation, but all it takes is one. Because realistically, other than Van Dijk and Iniesta, and I guess maybe Goretzka and Davies, this team has a lot of potential to upgrade with the right player. There isn't really that many places in the team that I'm going, oh no, I can't upgrade that. So if I get a big player, like Gully wasn't quite enough. Like this was my first hero. This sort of card wasn't enough of a game changer to make me go back to the winger formation. But if I then packed a really good left winger, then maybe I go, well, I've got a good right winger anyway. I can get a good left winger. My biggest issue right now is I haven't got a good left winger. My best left winger option is Thompson, who just isn't I don't want to be starting her. Realistically, she is my best option. In fairness, it's technically Marmoush. And it's it's a little bit rough in terms of I haven't got a huge amount of options there. Right, I've got load of options. I've got Pepe, I've got Gully, I've got Kudos. Right wing, I'm set for. It's just the left hand side is a little bit. I've got that Wanyeri. Right wing, I'm sorted. It's just left wing, I got very little. But that's fine. I don't mind that. At all. It gives me a lot of options in the future. Right, let's get back to the packs. Right back. That could be Dumfries. Well, that's part of the issue I have with Marmoush, is he's striker cam left wing, but if I ever drop down to the more defensive version with the left and right mids, he can't play there. He can only play left wing. So again, that's a big issue. I don't want to go down the route of playing with wingers when the winger that I'm playing with can't play left mid. I have to play him at the attacking version. I can't at any point drop down to the more defensive style. Unless I sub him out, which then defeats the point of going to that winger formation. I'm better off just starting with the cam and then bringing on a left winger who can play left mid. So what often happens is if I'm chasing a game, I'll go to the winger formation, and then if I then go in front, I can drop it down to the left and right mid version, a bit more compact, and see the game out. But I can't do that with Marmoush. So right now, I take it to the more narrow formation makes sense. that Mamadashvili! We got Mamadashvili! Let's go! We've got our goalkeeper! And he's actually like a better card. Let's go. Let's go. Hells yeah. That's more like it. Right. Just think about it. Think about this game last year. Imagine being excited to have to pack an 84 rated goalkeeper. Like I've seen a lot of people moan about like this year about the power curve, and it's like they haven't changed the power curve. It's like if you generally think they haven't addressed the power curve this year, I don't know what you mean. Like I saw something about it. Like a lot of people have said, "Oh, like the rewards you get have been, you know, the only way that they've reduced the power curve is by reducing the rewards." And it's like, yeah, they have reduced rewards, they have done this, but like I saw someone on Twitter talk about it, and about people moaning about there's still there's people can it's still very much pay to win. There's still loads of store packs. Ultimately, if somebody really wanted to make a pay to win account, they can do 7.5k pack to their heart content. That will always be an issue. But also, they have reduced the packs. There's not been a single lightning round pack yet. Do you remember last year how many lightning round packs there were, even this early on to FIFA? Like there have been some big packs, but most of the big packs that have been limits. They've been like 2 per account, which is like yes, it's still, if you look back from like 4 or 5 years ago, it's still an increase on that. But compared to like how it had been for the last 2 years, this is quite a significant reduction in store packs. Ultimately, a lot of the reason why like the thing like the market is so fucked right now is actually almost because people don't have coin. People can't buy players because it's so difficult to get coins right now, which is why the market is so low. Because there's very little buying power in the market, which I'm not upset about. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people. It's a really weird one. Like for me, I'm loving this game. I remember like last year, especially, like I used to find this game a grind to play. I'm not finding that at all this year. Like you know, defendingly, I'm still crap at defending, and I still concede a lot of stupid goals. But I don't mind that. I don't mind it. And I've shown. I'm still getting 8. I'm still getting 8 wins in champs again. Yeah, it's one of those. I think people just like to moan, and like literally anything EA does is wrong. Like they could, like for me, I think this is the best EA game they've made under the EA name rather than FIFA name. I thought the market was high, but I'm out of touch. It's one of those. The high end goals are still high, but also like everything else is like dead. Like ELAC is like down to like that's why I bought ELAC. ELAC down to like 45k. Like it's so low. But at the same time, like I've seen again people moan about like the promo cards that have been out. Like if a pro player or like a person that spends money really badly wants that +1 upgrade and to spend like 1,000,000 coins more than what your gold card is, what's the problem with that? That is not like a, that doesn't make a game breaking issue or pay to win. Like it's such a minuscule upgrade for how much extra money they're spending. Like, you know, I think Wirtz is a perfect example of that. You can go buy Florian Wirtz, his regular card for 180k right now, whereas his cornerstone, which is a +1 in pace, +1 in shooting, +1 in passing, is 800k. Like, yes, people if people want have money to spend, they can go buy that Wirtz card. But any regular person like myself, if I wanted to, I could save up and get that vert quite comfortably, and really not have and not be affected by the power curve creep of that amazing promo card that really hasn't changed much. Oh yeah, I was I wasn't done, but I definitely wasn't playing near. I definitely I would go into like playing champs or playing rivals and feel like, oh, do I really have to go play rivals at my 35 points this year? I'm not feeling that at all this year. The only thing that I'm struggling a little bit with is the DKT, because you kind of hit a point in those where like once you get to like the final for the first time, like you get all those rewards, great. But then, in order to get like the other rewards, you then got to win like 2 or 3 times. The problem I have with that is you can get to you can get to back finals, have spent 2 hours playing the game, but if you don't win any of those finals, those last 2 hours have been a complete waste because you get nothing else for it. That's the only like bit of grind I'm not a fan of. So like I'm at the point now where I will give it 4 or 5 attempts, but like I'm not gonna do like you get 4 or 5 attempts a day. I will not be using a 4 or 5 attempts a day. I'll be doing 1 or 2 attempts maybe a day maximum. Once I win it for the first time, I'll be pretty content, and I won't be focusing crazy to try and get an extra wins, because it's a lot of work for very limited gain. SC reward for FC25 in 2 days. Oh yeah, I'll be able to greedy. Absolutely love that. I mean, like, basically, they're not great rewards, but they're better than nothing. You know, they are better than nothing. Oh, come on, just give me a walkout, please. That could be Trossard. That is Trossard. I was getting at Mamadashvili. These again rewards have been pretty tragic. Pretty tragic. Ultimately, though, at the same time, a lot of the FPCs that are releasing require 81 and 82s. So I don't, you know, I can get a lot of those FPCs done. Like I'm not gonna get like a lot of those higher end ones done. Like I'm not gonna get any of the player mounts done. I'm not gonna go get that Arda. I've seen a lot of people say, "Oh, like he's you know, absolutely you should go get him." And I get the idea of doing something like an Arda, but when with like getting like 80 and getting like 81 to 83s, they're quite easy to get come by. But getting anything more than like 84 to 85 is quite hard this year. So you've got to be, unless you are spending money on the game or getting like really good rewards from rivals and champs, you have to be a lot more picky on what FPCs you do. And for me, Arda wouldn't start in my team. He'd be a good player off the bench, but it's like, why would I spend that much fodder this early on in the year for a card that realistically isn't going to play? So like, but I don't mind that. I don't mind the fact that like I remember like, you know, in previous years you could quite comfortably do nearly every FPC. Obviously there's a few top end ones, but like back like, you could quite comfortably do all any FPC that was under 100k quite comfortably. I don't mind the idea that you've got a bit more picky on what FPCs you do. Like for me, like I have the option of doing that Arda, or I could do the hero. For me, the Arda, while with a nice card, isn't going to play. I may as well take the gamble of doing the hero pack to either get a really good card from that that is far more linkable than the Arda, or if I don't get that, have the hope of getting an ex-Liverpool player. And I'd much rather spend my fodder on that than say that Arda. Not to say that I don't think that card's bad. It's just you've got to have much more of a choice this year, rather than going, oh, I'll do that card, I'll do that card, I'll do that card. You've got to think, what do I actually want? Which I'm not upset about. It's a bit like at times it's a bit annoying. It's like, oh, I don't like I remember I think there was that German left wing that expired yesterday, and I was like, oh, I kind of wish I had the fodder to do that. But at the same time, like, realistically, I'll get that card. I'll maybe use her for a week maximum. So, and actually, in that respect, it's not the end of the world. I'm not doing them. Because I used to do FPC for the sake of doing FPCs. That isn't. You can't do that this year. You've got to be a lot more. You've got to be a lot more picky. Otherwise, you just run out of stuff. Oh, come on! Just give me one walkout, please, please. I just want to see. I just want to get that little bit of excitement. What that? Yeah, like what are they like? She looks like a fantastic card, but because I don't play with wingers, it's like why would I go and spend 35k worth of fodder on a position I don't really play? And chances are there'll be another card that is very similar to that come out in like a week or two. So like, you got to be a lot more picky, like looking at what you've already got in the squad, and then like going, do I actually need this card? Because there isn't enough fodder to go around everything. 81 pluses now. Come on. Oh, that can Coman. Yeah. Yeah, she got like she looks rapid. That is for sure. Ooh, 23. Okay, don't mind that. Don't mind that. Every single walkout I've had in Gabrielle. To be fair, Gabrielle was my first walkout. I think I actually no, Enler was my third walkout, and then my second one was Gabrielle. I've got a bunch of these 81 plus ones we can get done. 85. Fry Gang. Not upset with that at all. We'll go very nicely into the icon. And Ruben Neves. You got anything else other than... You've got 82 plus, 82 times 10, 85 times 2, 83 plus. We'll get the team of the week pack done. Come on. Right back. La Liga. Who is this? Who's the Sevilla right back? Carmona. Is the 85 pack not from Champs? Am I tripping? I'm pretty sure the 85 plus times 2 is from Champs. Because I think it's one of those annoying ones where if you get 9 wins, you get an 86. Where, but for getting 8, you only get an 85. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, I would have thought the ideal play to come is 9, because I think you get an 86 instead of an 85, but you also get a promo. You also get one of the promo cards. So like 9 is very much like the goal, but so far I've got 8 and 8. But if you can get that extra 1 win and get 9, I'll be very happy. I'll be very happy. Goalkeeper, French. No idea who this is. Or like, is it like Perez or something? Yeah. Hey, 83. Yeah, what are they? Champs is definitely where the best rewards are. That is for sure. I say that I haven't got a single walkout. That my lord, yeah. Oh God. It had the best rewards in theory. Maybe not in practice. Maybe not in practice. Yeah, it's one of those like for me at the moment. I'm very much just because of that I can't play games on. I can't play the online games right now because my PC just isn't good enough. I'm very much just doing 2 streams. I'm doing one on a Thursday for rival rewards, and I'm doing one on a Sunday, which has both squad battles and champ rewards. So that's why I stream. That's why I stream late on Sundays now, because I get basically do both rewards at the same time. But yeah, eventually it'd be nice to be able to do it separate ones and do separate streams. What are we going for next? 83 plus. Come on. Play the walkout. Again, no walkout. Hold on. Hold. Rodrigo, hold. I mean, I did say about if I packed a big winger, maybe we change things. That does make things tricky, doesn't it? Because I've already got Eden Militao. So like, I've got an easy way to link him. I have a very easy way to link him. Ugh. He doesn't have inside forward. He has winger double plus and wide playmaker plus. Okay, maybe not. If he had inside forward, that would have definitely made things interesting. But the fact he hasn't got inside forward, like even just regular plus, I think I'm okay. Like, is he better than Gully? I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure. I'm assuming he's worth a lot because, like, you know, just the nature of it. But I don't actually. No, he's 40k. Fair enough. Fair enough. He's like one of those cards. Like it's a good card for what it is. But there definitely is better out there, and I'm not upset by it. Like it'll go into my La Liga Gauntlet side, but I don't actually think he makes the bench. Because I think Gully's better. Maybe not. I mean, I could probably, in fairness, I could probably have Rodrigo as a striker bench option because he can play there as well. I'm not too upset with that. It's like it's a good card. It's just not, for my side. It's not game changing. It's not game changing enough to warrant the return back to a La Liga team. Walk out. Let's go. Here we go. It's gonna be Endler. It's gonna be Endler. It's an 88 rated at least. It'll help doing the hero way easier. It's good fodder. Like Endler, I think I'm like my 4th Endler this year. If she wasn't so short, I'd be like, yeah, I don't mind playing her. But she's just too short for like for back-to-back walkouts. It's another woman, but that's fine. I don't. Oh, that's harder. 86 harder. I find whatever goalkeeper you use doesn't matter. I understand the idea. For me, I definitely have found certain goalkeepers to be a lot stronger. And the hero pick, no, I won't be doing the hero pick. I like the idea of those hero picks that they're bringing out, but for me, none of those cards are particularly cards that I'm interested in. Now, what's the betting me saying that I end up packing one of them from doing the hero pack, like the other hero FPC? Probably very likely, but yeah, I won't be. None of them were ones that I definitely want. But if I get them, then I get them. You know. Right, 12 times 25 plus. No walkout in this one. Right mid English. Oh, is that gonna be Jared Bowen? Oof. Yeah, I definitely find that the taller goalkeepers are far better, which is why I like Mohamed Afili is so highly rated, and like for an 84 is quite high, like he's quite a good price because he's like 6'6". Having played with a couple, I did play a little bit with Endler. I then actually started playing a little bit with Cobel off chem and found like again I think he's 6'6" as well. the height definitely the taller goalkeepers definitely do seem better this year, which is why like they are the price they are. Damn, that's pretty tragic. Right. 10 times 82. Come on. No walkout. French Bundesliga. Oh, Upamecano? Maybe? Okay. I'm okay with that. 85 Upamecano. Is an upgrade on my team right now. Oh, add a Doué. That is my third Doué this year. Thankfully, the last two were tradable. And now I've got this one, but it's untradeable. But again, good option. Good Gordon option. Yeah, Upamecano is an upgrade on my team. He does absolutely go in the side ahead of Murillo. The only issue is I'm only like 2 levels away from getting Quansah, and I will absolutely play Quansah over Upamecano. So he goes into my team, but it won't be for very long. I'll add a step back. Imagine I'll be just happy with. I'll just be happy if it's not an 85. Just to, oh please, Isak. Oh please, give me that please. Here's the walkout. Here's the bloke striker. Nah. Oh, it's Osimhen. There was a moment. I thought maybe, but hey, it's a walkout. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been a hell of a lot worse. And Mbeumo. He is. We were close. He's not a bad striker option. In reality, I'll probably I'll either sell him or I will. I'm just gonna have a little look at whether or not he had the Margaret advantage. Is he fodder right? Is he fodder rate price right now, or is he actually a little bit extra? From the looks of it, he's not quite fodder. Like he basically is, but not quite. So I will let them up. I think that's a similar thing with Mbeumo. He's like about fodder 85 fodder out of 4K. He's only like 5, but it's still better than nothing, you know? It's still better than nothing. Now, I've been looking at this pack and questioning it. Do I do it or not? What do you reckon? I kind of want to do it just because like the last one I did from this was like actually got me Van Dijk. But I'm also well aware that if I do this, I'm getting 3 83s, and I know that. But there's still a little part of me that wants to do it. It's one of those. For me, I'm at the point now where because of how fluctuating the market is, I don't really want to buy players and think about keeping them long term. As I've done today, I bought Isak. For 44k, played 15 games of champ with them. I'm then gonna sell him for 45 to 50k. I'm not spending coins on players to keep them long term. I'm basically like keeping them for like a day, selling them off for like basically break even. The core of my team will be untradeable because I know that I won't lose money on it. Open a bronze pack and then open it. Okay, I'll do that. So I'm kind of happy to like, basically, no, fuck off, no shot. This is from my gold premium pack, isn't it? Fuck off, no, fuck off, fuck off. What the fuck? That's from my gold preview pack. I think. Yeah, is it not? Josh, I thank you, because if you hadn't said to do the bronze pack, I wouldn't have opened my preview packs. Let's go! Let's go! We are absolutely buying this pack. Let's go! How much is he worth? How much is he worth? Come on! %. If you hadn't mentioned about doing the bronze pack, I would not have gone to and thought about opening my preview packs. Like, opening my preview packs is something I tend to do, like, on my phone. Like, when I'm just like, oh, I'll go, oh, my preview pack ready to open. Cool, I'll open it and see if I get anything. My brain wasn't even thinking about doing that. That is unbelievable. Well, I'm definitely doing that pack now, because fuck it, I may as well. I just pack Lamine Yamal. He's about, what, 230 is what I'm looking at. 234. Let's go. Biggest pack pull of the year for me. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to get a pack in there as well. Well, let's do the other one. Let's do the next one. That's more like it. That's more like it. So I did open one about a week ago that I basically made my money back. I made my money back on because I get a game like an 86 walkout. So like I didn't make it wasn't like crazy money, but like I did like make 8-9K from it. But that's the only other than that. That's the only other one I've opened. Unreal. Right, let's actually come back over and do what I have planned to do, which is open a bronze pack. We get basically nothing from it, but that's fine. Unbelievable. Right, and then 20K for this seems like nothing now. Yes, this is a pack for you. So you get three players in it, all 83 and higher, and a hero loan. Come on, give me a walkout. Not a walkout. Oh, it's gonna be party. I mean, I said it. I said I'm getting 383s, and I was right. But it's fine. I packed Lamine Yamal. It's okay. It's okay. Oh God, tragic. Tragic. Can we at least get a good hero loan? I mean, 2x Liverpool and then one that was almost Liverpool under Rodgers. I mean, I guess we go Keane, because I don't really play wingers. So I guess we go Keane, yeah, at the loan. Yeah, we go Keane. Not great, but like not terrible. Like he's a usable card, but you know I can't be too upset. I packed Lamine Yamal. Hey, what a legend! Choupo-Moting, the man that somehow played for some of the biggest clubs in the world. Nothing else here, and I want to do. Oh, the other thing I want to do is I want to the provision of reset, and I am going to open these. Like, oh, it's one of those like ultimately like. Is there a world that by opening this I make myself like 5k less than if I had to buy all of the gold commons? Yeah, but is there also a world that I pack a Liverpool player like I did last time when I packed Joe Gomez? Now, if it wasn't for the fact I was doing Brendan Weirdo as the thing, I think that Gomez card rose up to like 10k when that FBC came out. So I have no issue. I have no issue doing these sort of cards. It fills up the club. For the club, it allows me to do things like market matchups way easier, and it also gives me the chance of packing some Liverpool players. And hopefully we can maybe get some 81 82s, which again will help with FPCs, but hey, common 81s, solid. No Liverpool, unfortunately, in that first one, but that's fine. We've got 2 more to go. Yeah, with how few goals I've got in the club at the moment, they just filled me up quite comfortably. And Lamine Yamal has sold. Ooh, only 80 this time round. Hey, we get Maguire. Let's go. Ah, you ain't gonna do me. You ain't gonna give me any, are you? You're not gonna give me. You get Cavani. Jesus Christ. You ain't gonna give me any Liverpool player, are you today? You're gonna be like that. You ain't gonna. You're gonna deprive me of a Liverpool player. Last one. An 82. That's okay. Happy with that. Martinez, Kepa, Angelino. And we got one. We got Neco Williams, ex-Liverpool. That is one. And it is just the one. That's fine. Fills up the club, so I can now go do marquee matchups far easier. We're still on 200k coins because our Lamine Yamal has sold. Very nice. Also, we still got our Alisson and Elak to sell. And obviously Elak price has gone up. He's gone up about 50k, which is very nice. So like once you sell them, those two looking at sort of 280, nearly 300k. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. But yeah, so no crazy change to the side. Upamecano does come in, but again, it could be a very brief visit for him because not yet. But yeah. He's in the team right now, but obviously he will be replaced by Joel Quansah. Rodrigo won't start, but I think he is an upgrade on Pepe. Oh, you know what? He's not. He's not an upgrade on Pepe, is he? Wow. Yeah, this card really isn't as good as I was like, you'd think, considering like he's still like 40k. I guess he's 4-star. Like Real Madrid Brazilian, but it's not actually that great a card in reality. In reality. I'm not gonna like. It's not a bad. It's not a card that I'm gonna send into an FBC because ultimately it is a good card for like it's very versatile, that sort of thing. But like the world where like this Due card better than Rodrigo, you know? Who's still worth like 20k. I mean, talking about giving me two fairly big right wingers, neither of which will actually play for me, is kind of nuts. And then giving. Hey, today has been the day of right wingers. Rodrigo, Due, Lamine Yamal. I hope that trend doesn't I hope that trend doesn't continue because I've already got a right wing hero. I don't want any more. Right. So what do we want to do first? We've actually got a fair few episodes to do. We'll probably end on the hero. Let's be honest. So let's do marquee matchups first. Get that out of the way. Romania versus Austria. 3 silver, 1 Austrian, 1 all Romanian. Basically just a bunch of bronzes. I'm assuming Romanians then have gone up in price then, yeah? Or not, really? You know what? Yeah. I can sell off my Romanians. Have I got an untradeable Austrian? I do. So I may as well use him. After this stream, I'll go off and sell all my Romanians and Austrian bronzes. Like, it's not going to be crazy money, but if I can get 200, 250 for all of them, that basically makes the money back for the money I spent on the pants. So we want bronzes, but we want bronzes from like a Randy, Randy Lee, don't we? Alright, let's grab a bunch of these. Live in the same country, yeah, I did wonder about that, which is why I picked up this guy. So if we take you lot out, have we got any other non-Swedish? I don't know, but what I will do is put you in the side because you're from the same club. And we'll help get a bit extra chem to you. Do we have another Well, actually, we want to go do that, don't we? Because we've got 2 sets of 2 clubs. So that gets us even more chemistry. Lovely. So we need 3 more chem. That's all. 3 more chem. So let's go to another random league. Let's go to the Danish league. We haven't really got much Danish, have we? But we don't really need much in theory. I managed to get one of the only positions I've already got. Good job. Okay, let's not do that then. Norwegian league. We need centre backs and strikers. Hey, we can put Odegaard in here. And then to finish off, we need 3 silvers. So let's grab 3 untradeable silvers that we don't care about. We don't really have any, do we? Right. That's that one done. Wales and Belgium. Again, 1 Welsh or Belgian. Crafty, that is it. Thank you very much for the raid, much appreciated. How's it going, buddy?
Hello, here we go.
It's been alright. It's been a bit rubbish. Like basically, my PC is very much on its last legs. So I can my streams at the moment are very much just reward streams, because if I even attempt to play game while streaming, my computer just go nope, no thank you. But it's fine. In November I'll get a new PC, so it's fine. Yeah, it's one of those. It's been coming. It's like a 9-year-old PC, so it's been coming. But apart from that, it's been all good. Really enjoying this FIFA. How's you? How was the stream? Right, good cam there. And for you as a rare as well. Right, that gets us most of the chem we need. Oh wait, can't use him. Gotta be Silva. Must be Silva. You're actually still worth basically nothing. So we'll do that instead. That's fine. So what do not to use? Spanish, Georgian, Swedish. Okay, that's fine. So you can go English without having to worry about thinking too much. I know for a fact I've got a lot of English. Ben Chilwell. Now in. In fact, we need some rares, don't we? We need some rares. Cool, that's the rares. And then, in fact, we haven't got any. Basically, haven't got any silver. Oh no, we do. I'm talking up my ass. We've had most of them are rares, aren't they? Yeah, all the silvers left in the club are rares. So let's not use them if we don't need to. Yeah, we'll just use gold commons. They have the same value anyway. A wing. You don't. In theory, you don't have to, but it does make sense to use the height of Haaland, so wingers make sense because of like the crossing. But in theory, you could also do that similar thing using cans, but they just start a lot more narrow, so it doesn't work as effectively, I would assume. But I think with something like Haaland, it's probably more needed. Because Haaland isn't going to be the sort of player that plays like what is Haaland's passing? I can't imagine it's like that great. So like to play a narrow formation, you kind of want a striker that can pass the ball quite well to do those sort of to be part of that narrow sort of quick passing style. 4-2-1-3. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean when you say that? Do you mean, Do you mean this one? The one that is, as most people will say, one of the most OP formations in the game? Because I really like this formation. This is the formation I play when I'm using wingers, and it has been one of the most. Most people will say it's one of the best formations there is because of the fact you've got two DMs. Now, one thing that I will say, a lot of people have been saying that this variation, the 4-2-3-1, with the left and right mids, because people want to play more defensive this year. A lot of people are using this formation because of the fact that the wingers are deeper, and basically make it like a 4-5-1. So like I have seen a lot of people play this formation now because of how deep the right and left mids play. I don't like that. I have it as a defensive variation, but my natural winger formation is this one, and then I transition to this one if I'm holding on to a game. But I know for a fact a lot of people use this one because of how defensively strong it is. But yeah, that formation is one of the strongest. It had been for a long time. It was through most of last year, from what I remember. But that's also why I play this formation, because technically this is the narrow variation of that. It's got two DMs, it's got the central cam, but effectively, rather than having left and right wing, it's got a left and right cam. So effectively, it plays in a very similar system, but it's just a lot. The winger, the midfielders are just a lot more narrow. Which is why I can transition quite comfortably between the two, because effectively they are the same formation. It's just how far out the left and right players are. Right, Spain, Georgia. Okay, so I do need one club to have multiple, but that's fine. That's easy enough. So what La Liga team do we have lots of? Real Betis, possibly. Valencia, we've also got a lot of. Actually, Valencia works better with what we've got already. Well, that's the cam. I'm guessing it's silver minimum, yeah? Yeah. I mean, I would say, oh, I'll use some untradeable silver I've got. I don't have any, basically. I have some silver rares, so I can just like throw you in to get the rares up. But the silver common, I haven't got a single silver common untradeable. They're all the ones I've got in the club are tradable. So there's basically no point using them. I may as well just use gold commons. And then finish off Sweden versus Switzerland. So play from the same country, minimum 4. Okay, so you've got to go big on one nation then. That's easy enough. We can use some like random Swedish. Scotland's looking well for the World Cup so far. Just terrified of finishing second, which is, yeah. I mean, one country that isn't looking so good is Sweden. It's funny. I saw a bunch of people moaning. I saw a lot of people like, unsurprisingly, a lot of them being Newcastle fans, having a go at either basically saying he's cottage country, and I was like, I literally watched the highlights of the game. The two people that cost him that game were Bergvall for missing an absolute sitter, and then Gyökeres for getting away with penalty. I was like, right, and you're blaming Isak for that one, are you? Yeah? Cool. Good to know. It is quite funny. Right, now with him, we can go German. Oh, that grub will never die. It's hilarious. It's honestly hilarious. The fact that all summer they were talking about, oh yeah, like they were after TK, and then they weren't, and then because we signed him, we weren't getting Isak, and yet we still ended up with both of them. It's like, honestly, they had an absolute stinker. It's just hilarious. It's one of the funniest things. Yeah, coming in second is definitely a big problem because Denmark are going to be a hard team to overcome, aren't they? Right, so that's 4 Germans. We do need some chem. So what Bundesliga players have you got with that are rare? Not that many from the looks of it. We need one more rare. You can go left back. We could just go Grifo and be done with it. Because that gets us the chem. Cool, that's marquee matchup done. Let's get ratings reload done. So what do we need for this? Player from same country, minimum 2. Player from 1 club, max 3. Okay, so you can't go 2 on 1 club. That's fine. Goal players 2, silver minimum 13 chem. That's not too difficult. That's not too difficult at all. And how's that gonna be rares? So if it's not rares, you you just go gold commons, because gold commons are like I have no gold, I have no silver basically. So there's no point. Like most silvers you can quite comfortably sell for the same sort of price as the golds. So all of these that are tradable, I'm better off selling. I just haven't got around to it yet. Like every single one of them is looking at least 400. There's the occasional one like this that isn't, but again, like the majority, you're gonna be getting basically the same price as gold. So you better, unless you've got them untradeable, you're better off just using gold commons at this point. Yeah, now you're just better off. Alright, well that's the chem. And that should be the rating. So what I can do is, because there will be some silvers, so let's look at the ones that are lowest rated, but also from random leagues. So we'll likely not sell. Someone like you. So yeah, all of these, as you can see, I've been working on getting my past and present Plymouth teams, because all of these players are ex, or either current or ex Plymouth. Yeah, a lot of this list, a lot of this group as well. Again, so many of these silvers will sell. It's one of those. It's what I sort of expected coming into the season, because of how many players we've sold and had to rebuy. It's very turbulent. We've got a very young squad, which obviously naturally means that your formula up and down. We had a horrendous start. We then had a really good run, and then now we're very much into that win lose sort of mantra. Weirdly, we've actually won our last 2 away games, but we've only got 1 point from our last 2 home. But I think part of the problem we're having is teams that are coming to us away know how hard it is to get a point against us at home park, so they're playing incredibly defensively, and we're struggling to break them down. Which is the problem we're having right now. So, but it's sort of what I expected. It's not going to be a promotion season. It's going to be one of those, but we probably finish mid-table with a fairly inexperienced team, but then the hope is next year, with a few additions, next year will be the year we go up. That's very much what I'm expecting. And it's what I thought coming into the season, that we'd be in around mid-table with a chance at playoffs. The start worried me, but we have seemed to have pulled it back. So much so that cleverly been nominated for the Manager of the Month award this month, because like we overall we've been pretty good. It's just been up. We've had the whole championship in a whole had been very fluctuating. Like even Cardiff, who at one point looked like they were going to walk away with the league, suddenly had a couple of dodgy games where they dropped points. So that is very much just League One. And also you said Championship. Annoyingly, it's League One. But yeah, that is very much just the nature of the beast. Unfortunately, a very inexperienced squad, which had a very high turnover of players. We do have some some really promising looking players. Laurent Tolai has been fantastic. He's looked unbelievable for us. Yeah, he got sacked from Watford, which I think most fans thought was a bit harsh. Luton look in real trouble. Luke back to back things. They've also just lost the manager again. Or I think I'm pretty sure Matt Bloomfield's just gone. If I'm not mistaken. Luton Town. Yeah, so they sacked the manager again, and the reports are they're going to be signing Jack Wilshere as their manager, which is like, I remember there was a point where Wilshere was one of the front runners for the Plymouth job, and I didn't mind the idea of Wilshere. The problem I had with Wilshere was he has no experience at all, whereas someone like Cleverly at least has managed. Like obviously, does have more managerial experience than Wilshere. So I'm actually quite happy that we went with Cleverly over Wilshere. So it'll be interesting to see how he does now at Luton. Obviously, Plymouth are now a game behind because we had one of our games postponed because of internationals. Yeah, it's been alright. Like, so in our last 5 we won 3, lost 1, drawn 1. But it was one of the typical fashion. We beat Luton away with 10 men and Cleverly being sent off. So we had our captain sent off, we had Cleverly sent off, and we gave away 2 pens and still won 3-2. Unbelievable away day. I was there. It was brilliant. We then went and lost to Peterborough at home, who are bottom, and that's like brilliant. Fuck's sake. We then went away to Burton and won 4-0 away, only to then draw at home to Wigan. That's like, it's so typical Argyle to do that. It's so typical. Oh, the bloody cold, man. Like it's just like it's not like I'm not sneezing all over the place, but it's like a lingering cold, but it's like just in the back of your nose. Oh god, one of those horrible ones. Luton got our best player, Shane Morris. Somehow no idea, other than how close to home. There are a lot of things I don't understand. So, like, Plymouth had just lost our goalkeeper coach, Daryl Flahavin, and he'd gone to Sheffield Wednesday. And basically, it was announced he was going. It was announced he went basically the same day that it got Sheffield Wednesday. It got announced that Sheffield Wednesday had missed payments again. It's like what I don't. It's like there are generally things that I don't understand with some people. Like, what is their motivation for going places? Sometimes it really baffles me. It really does baffle me sometimes. Like, why people like choose to go from where they are fairly settled to like Luton. Like, why would you go? Like, I understand going to Luton because like it's a big name supposedly, like Prem, but they have been in free fall. They're an absolute free fall. Like, why would you want to go there? Gotta check you. Thing is, though, it's one of those like, the way that they were at one point was really good, but actually, the biggest problem that you have with like the likes of Luton is their infrastructure is terrible. Like, the ground is a shithole, absolute shithole, which is like it's not as like that the facilities they've got that they could not have been. Ironically, they went up too early because obviously they're in the process of getting a new ground and that sort of thing. But by going up the season they went up too early, and they didn't have the infrastructure to survive. They spent all this money to try and do it instead, and they just fallen like a stone. That's that one done. What else are we doing? What other upgrade have we got that isn't? Rangers starting diabolically as they have and having somehow even worse. I mean, Russell Martin. I don't understand how he got the job in the first place. He is not a good manager. He is not a good manager by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, it made no sense at all. Absolutely no sense. Hearts look great, and I hope they keep it up. On team had the right to challenge Celtic. Yeah, it's one of those it's very much become a lot like the Bundesliga. At one point it was very much the two league team, but then as soon as obviously when the whole thing with Rangers happened, they'd never recovered. They had a brief challenge, somewhat reminded me a little bit of say a Dortmund. Bayern are always there. Every so often, a team will challenge for a season or two. Well, that'd be obviously, and then they falling apart again. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. He came out. He did a really good interview with Rio Ferdinand, and he talked about his time at Rangers and then obviously Villa and that sort of thing. And he said a lot of, and honestly, he was very open and said a lot of it is down to you need the right people behind you, and if you haven't got the right people, and that's part of the reason why things at Villa went so awry. He didn't have the backing staff he had at Rangers, and he basically said he'd much rather take a bit of a break and wait for the right role rather than just going in for the sake of going in for a job, which I think is the right move. I think too many managers just go in to think of, oh yeah, it'll be fine. Actually, unless they have the right people behind them, it doesn't work. Because realistically, that Rangers job right now, the poison chalice, with how badly they started, they are, anybody that goes into a role right now is in for a horrid time, an absolute horrid time. Going in mid-season is the worst thing you could do right now. So it's going to be very interesting to see who they actually do get. Yeah. Well, to be fair, I feel a little bit sorry for Ange. I like him as a character, but the way I'm so happy that it's failing, and it's all because it's Marinakis' fault. Marinakis is an idiot. He's an absolute idiot. But also, the worst thing that happened with Ange. Is the fact that he basically got signed basically the day Nuno went. If they'd sacked Nuno and then they gave it a week or two before announcing Ange, I don't think it would have been nearly as bad. Because most of the fans, at least at the start, were angry at Marinakis. You always needed a week or two to let the fans vent their anger at Marinakis before bringing him in. But basically, he came in. The anger was all there was so much anger already. It was just a horrible place to start trying to work. I don't think it would have worked anyway because I don't think you went from a forward team that are very good defensively, like were very good defensively, and then you put in Ange, who is very much not a defensive manager. Like, it was always going to be a problem anyway, but like the whole circumstance around it made it like impossible to work. Yeah, getting rid of Nuno, and like having beef with him in the first place. The whole thing has been a horrendous nightmare for him. Like, anybody they brought in that he brought in to replace him was gonna get hate from the fans. Whoever they brought in. But then also doing it so quick also doesn't help. Because you don't give the fans time to get their anger out at the fact that you've sacked him in the first place. So you had like double anger. You had anger at the fans because they sacked Nuno, but you also had anger from the fans that they signed Ange. So it was just a shit show. An absolute shit show. Right, let's get the Red Bull challenge done, and the rest of it is all rating stuff, I believe. RB Leipzig or Salzburg 1, clubs min 5, countries min 3, goal players min 6, free rare. Okay. So basically, Bundesliga. Go Bundesliga, and you're safe. Bundesliga, and you are safe. Again, but we do need some rares. So that's our RB player. Right, if we get the Bundesliga side set up, and then we can, with the cam, we can then just get two random rares to finish it off. Is it gold only? No, it can't be. It doesn't have to be gold. It can be bronzes from the looks of it. So let's grab some bronzes in that case. Right, 2 bronzes and then get one more random bronze. And that's that one done. So I believe now all the other ones are players. So you got Turner, Hendry. These are all cheap enough that I'm going to just do them anyway. Again, all of the I'll because of how like they're all like 5-10k. So I'll like to get them all done. I'm not too worried about getting them done right now. The focus will be getting the hero done. I will also do the Team of the Week one now. Get that one out the way. 85, but it's an 84 rated squad. So you can use Code 83s in here. Fry Gang. That's the 85. And then grab a bunch of 83s and see if that will be enough. Right, I think that's the best way to do it. I'll just check an 82 for an 83 quickly. No. Right, that's the uniform done. Right, let's go open all the packs and then we can get the hero done, and then if once we've done that, we can maybe get a few of these other bits done with whatever we've got left in the club. Right, team of the week, come on. Striker. Oh no, it's one I've already got. I've already got this one. Well, I did have him. I may have sent him for an FAC possibly. I can't remember, but I definitely already packed him. Okay, so it is one I have already got rid of. That's fine. It's not great. Because of how low rating him, it's gonna make doing the hero a problem. But oh well. Oh well. Dobrik. Hey, we get Kwanzaa. Shame, like, not. I'll be like, oh yeah, cool, pattern present, but I'm gonna be getting a better version of him later on, so doesn't really matter. Don't really matter. Yeah, we get our first Plymouth player, Brendan Galloway. What a man! We can sell this version now. What a man, Brendan Galloway. The man who's always injured, but when he's not injured, it's brilliant. Crazy to think that my first Plymouth player is actually a silver. I haven't packed the bronze one yet, somehow. But I've opened like at least like 50 to 100 bronze packs already. I'm not a single Plymouth player yet. Mendes. Hugo Aspas again. Gwyn. What rating is she this year? 84. 84 Gwyn. Can't complain. Especially from a mixed player pack. Five times 80 plus. It's a walkout, let's go! This is tradable, right? Striker, French. Ah, this is going to be Katoto. I mean, she doesn't sell for much, but she is an 88 rated fodder. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful. I assume Watkins is basically just fodder. Damn, even Gordon. Even Gordon's not worth anything. Not that I can't, not that I could sell them. I thought it was tradable, but it wasn't. And lastly, small rare gold player pack. This is tradable. Probably don't get a walkout. Hey, another gold player. We started with one, we finished with one. Okay, well let's go and do the hero pack, and then I'll get, like I said, there's one or two that I'll try and get done because obviously this one ends pretty quickly, so I might. It's an 83 rated squad. Do I want to do this for an 83 rated squad? Maybe. The one with like this one here, like it's 80, it's an 8 rated squad. Like I may as well. Like it's so easy to do. Like anything with like 83s and above, I'm a little bit less like, oh, I should definitely do it. Because like once you get past 83, they are a bit harder to get. Because even that's actually more than we need. Okay, you know, it was right on the money. Like, you get to make an 80 rated squad, which like it's basically it's so cheap, but also you get packed back for it. So like you may as well, even if eventually all that ends up happening is that 84 becomes a fodder card, still better than nothing, you know. Because like it's so easy to get like 80 and 81 rated cards. But this is another example of why doing a provision pack makes sense. Because I'm able, a lot of the cards I'm able to, because of the fact you only need like 80 rated squads for this. I can do a lot of the squad using commons that I got from the provision packs, and I can use them instead of using rares. Effectively, I'm saying myself, I'm using cards that are that I bought that by doing the provision pack I got for 500 coins because they're commons, and I'm able to use them instead of using the rares, which will cost me 600, 650 minimum. Because I would have just done this sort of FPC with the gold with rares without even questioning it. Cool, that's that one done. So that's an 84 rated to add to the club. Again, not like nothing crazy, but will be with a solid card for things like Gauntlet. Spanish. Can play a right back, left back, and centre back. And cost me basically nothing. So I've got 6. So these 3 here I've got a bit longer to do. Evander I haven't yet decided, and then the other one is Yasmin Ryan. Yeah, this one I'm not quite so sure on, because it's only one squad, so you don't get a pack for it, and it's an 83 rated squad. So I'm gonna probably not. If it was an 82, I would, but as an 83, I'm not quite so happy about it. Just because I haven't got that many 83s. Right, so let's go do this hero now. Let's finish off with a bang. Let's finish off the stream strong. Oh, I hope strong at least. So we got Oblak as our 87. Let's see how much it's emptied our club. So we've got Endler, Toto, Bright, Frygang, Gwyn, you are basically fodder. In fact, I'm going to be getting, even though you're in my team right now, technically, because I'm going to be getting that Quanta card, you are as good as fodder. Dewey can stay. I guess technically Carvajal is fodder at this point. So I can use him if needed. I'll try and keep him if I can, just because I don't want to get rid of like everything. But I may not have a choice. In fact, that's an 86 rated squad. Have we got any other things we can throw in instead? In fact, we've got a lot of 83s. We can use a lot of it. We can use a lot of the 83s to finish off the squad, can't we? I said a lot of 83s. I actually don't. Not that many. If you throw the 83s in here, can we reduce this anywhere? I actually think we're right on the bubble, aren't we? Yes. Right, so that's the 86 rated squad done. if I wasn't getting that Kwanzaa, I maybe wouldn't have got rid of Upamecano, but because I'm getting that Kwanzaa, I don't need Upamecano. Right. Team of the week. Yeah, this is where the problem comes in. The only untradeable team of the week we've got is rubbish. Like Lamar and Santa Maria, we both technically still use, so it's gonna have to be Moreno. So we're gonna have to basically compensate with his rating. Right. So again, Carvajal doesn't even make my bench anymore. I've got better cards. Rodrigo and Due can stay. Yeah, this is when you realise, gee, I really haven't actually got much. Dumfries is fodder. We've got Dumfries, Pickford. Mane out here, that's Liverpool. Because I've got her, but she's a tradable. I don't really want to get rid of tradable if I can avoid it. Because like she's already going up above discard. Watkins. If I need to go buy like one big player, I don't mind doing that too much. I guess we've got to see how far we are. Because even about the uniform, that's only an 83 rated squad. Right. Let's go buy like one somewhat big untraded like fodder card. And that should be fine. So overall it's gonna cost us like 10k. I think it's worth it. Okay, 15. No, not quite 15. So even that's not quite enough, is it? So we're gonna need one more maybe. What rate? Let's work out what rating the last card needs to be. So if you throw an 85 and an 86 in. So an 85 and 86 isn't enough. Gee, we do need more, don't we? Even that's not enough. What are we, like 184 away? There we go. And with that, it's the icons. We had to buy 288, but other than that, it wasn't too bad. I mean, like 82s and below, we've got loads of no issues there at all. But once you get past like 83s, the fodder does drop very quickly. Like I technically got fodder, but they're all like special cards, and it's like I don't especially this early on. with things like Gauntlet and stuff, I don't really want to be using those special cards. I want those special cards are effectively what make my Gauntlet teams. So there's like very little. I don't really gain a huge amount by getting rid of those sort of cards. Right. To finish off, we've got a couple of, I think we've got a couple of like smaller packs, and then the hero. Yeah, we've got a couple of these Electrums. We'll get them out of the way quickly. Two more of these Electrums, and then the hero. Like, obviously, I'd love one of the big hero. But if you're not going to give me one of the big heroes, at least give me a Liverpool one, so at least I can be somewhat happy. You know, like Gooey was not terrible, but it's only really a bench player. Give me either a player that goes into my squad or a Liverpool player. Please. Please, come on. To finish the stream, base hero. It's a left mid. Oh, it's Beasley. Oh. So I don't use wingers, and yet both heroes I have are wingers. Brilliant. Oh, brilliant. Like, it's technically a usable card, it's just not gonna get used, is it? Like, I guess technically it's my best left mid. So yeah, that's the thing. Like, you are right. Like Emma, I have got like a pretty good MLS team now. But like, if I wanted Beasley, I may have just done a player pick to get him. You know. Like, I mean, technically, similarly to Gooey, he does make the bench because I'm pretty sure he's better than Thompson. Yeah, he's better than Thompson, so he does at least go on the bench. But to have done two heroes and both of them be bench players is a little bit gutting. Like, Gooey is at least a somewhat good player, but it's like Beasley, come on. Ugh. Ugh, boy. It does raise the question of, do I make an MLS based team for one of my Gauntlet sides though? Because I've actually got like a fair few decent MLS players now. Realistically, he can, but who's gonna play him left back really? Like, who's actually gonna play him left back? I've got a nice little quartet of like semi-usable MLS cards. But oh god, man. But like, yeah, like he's not gonna play in the team over over Alphonso Davies. Like, he technically better going slightly, like I said, slightly better going forward. Like, one passing, one dribbling. Better shooting, but as a left back, who cares? Davies got better passing, better defending, better physical. He's not playing. I guess right now our new set. I guess go back to Morello, and then we're going to throw in Mamadashvili. So this is how the team's looking. Obviously, we got like it is technically an upgrade. Like we've got a better left mid, but it's like brilliant. Just what we needed. Oh well. Like, I mean, I could go get this card and get another good, decent MLS player. If this was an 82, if it was a 82, I'd do it. But I don't have enough 83s to like warrant submitting for this sort of card. Let's just have a look at what 83 we've actually got left in the club. So all of this is like not going anywhere. Obviously, ex-Liverpool those two, so they ain't going nowhere. To be fair, we have enough 83s we could. We're not quite as tight as I thought we were. Am I really going to do this card? Is there any? Let me just have a look at what other player ones there are. There's like price, like if there's any better ones. So obviously Hendry is 280 rated squad, so that's fine. Not doing Gula. Print is an 81 rated squad. I'm not doing Jensen. In fact, no. Like, because to be fair, one of the cards I was looking at was Yasmin Ryan, who is a USA left mid. I think it's safe to say I don't need her anymore. I have Beasley. I mean, realistically, looking at it, there's no other card like particularly that are crazy. So, screw it. Let's get this one done. He's also Brazilian, so like lengthwise he's not too bad. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I've got 82 rated cards, like it's nothing. If when you go above 83, that it becomes a bit more tricky. I need a Brazilian. But I don't want to use Fabinho. Cool. Can I add it into my MLS squad, you know? In fact, it's actually not a bad card for me. Playmaker plus at Cam. 4-star, 4-star. Yeah, I definitely don't need this card anymore. Beasley very much covered me for that American US, for that US left mid role. You are not required. Okay, you can also throw the women's MLS players in. Gee, look at that team. All we need now is Tim Howard, and we're looking set. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I'm gonna get Tim Howard. I'm gonna get Tim Howard next, aren't I? I shouldn't have said that. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? Well, that's a bit disappointing to get to have gotten Beasley, considering he was one of the player pick options. But you know, what can you do? Gotta try your luck. You know, gotta try your luck. I'll be back on. I should be back online on Thursday for Rivals Rewards, and obviously various other things. We've got the Gauntlet coming tomorrow. It's looking like chances are with the Gauntlet side, it will still be nothing really changed in terms of it will be Prem, Bundesliga, La Liga. Have my three. If you ever look at what my teams are looking like, obviously some of them have been gutted a little bit. I had been using a little bit of data out of some of the foundation cards. I'll take them out for the moment, and I can always add them back in at a later date. to be fair, going something like Cody Fry isn't the worst thing in the world because they get both championship. And basically finish it off with, because our prem side strong enough, so we can throw Nad back in again. Then we can throw Dembele in. He can do box to box roll decent enough. All we're missing is the goalkeeper, but Ken White was actually not too bad here. To be fair, we can go with Kara because of the Spurs link, can't we? We've got a Prem or Italian manager. Yeah, that's not too bad. So that's one side, Bundesliga stroke English. Obviously, Prem is very much our strongest side, which is no real surprise, really. What's our La Liga team looking like, actually, before I look too much into Prem? Because this side's been gutted, hasn't it? Not too bad, actually. We've got Rodrigo now, we've got Trejo as well. You've got Carmona who can play right back. We'll probably go with something like that. Again, we've got so many freaking right wingers. It doesn't mean I'm not using Gully anymore. I'll throw you in there just for the moment, but you won't be there come the end. That makes me wonder what I do with my heroes. Yeah, I'll have a little play around with it, but yeah, I'm gonna head off and I will see you guys on Thursday. See you, everybody.